Hi and welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the player ratings. We got a mad person in the back, Rob. Got a mad one guy in the back. We've asked him to come on. Said he wants to come on. Liverpool fan. Had a few drinks tonight. But let's look at the Arsenal side today. Let's go through the player ratings. Let's start with Aaron Ramsdale for you, Robbie.
Aaron Ramsdale picked the ball out of the back of the net. That's all he had to do, innit?
Yeah. Could have done better with the first goal, Rob. Could have. It was a P roller from what I saw. His vision might have been obscure.
I think he was sort of unsighted. You know, I think he was a bit unsighted, and that's why he just kind of misjudged it. That's what he looked like. I haven't been able to really look back at it, but that's what he looked like to me. And I don't think I'm going to really blame him for that. And you know, it wasn't his greatest of games. He actually did make a good save in the game. But it just weren't his night. 6. I'll give him 6 out of 10.
Fair. Let's go to the right back, returning Tomiyasu.
Dreadful tonight, and I think you could see a player there that's come back too early. And I understand it, because when we saw the team sheet and we saw he's playing, we were like, oh, brilliant. He's been out for a few weeks, but he looks so rusty tonight. You know what I mean? That wasn't the normal Tomiyasu, you know what I mean? And his standards are normally really, really high. But tonight, he had a really poor game and, you know, mistake for the first goal.
Do you feel for him? Because there was no option on the bench as well to take him off as well.
Yeah, listen, you can see a player that's been rushed back, so we understand it. But he had a bad game. Yeah. You know, I'll give him a 4 tonight.
Ooh, okay, a 4. Let's go into the centre-backs now. Ben White.
Yeah, again, I didn't think he was brilliant tonight. I don't like this thing where he slows the ball down, stops and puts his foot on it. And, you know, he wasn't as dynamic as he normally was. I just think the whole defence tonight wasn't that great. We got cut open too easily. And Ben White, I'll probably give a 5.
5? Okay, go to Gabriel now for you.
Same as well. He was a bit, you know, he wasn't his normal self to me. That's just how I felt. He didn't seem his normal self. But I think I'd probably have to give him a 5 as well. Okay. A bit off key tonight, you know?
Yeah, they couldn't keep out that Liverpool attack. Let's go to the left back, Kieran Tierney.
Probably the best of the defenders.
Okay.
You know, he tried to drive the ball forward. I thought he was okay tonight. But again, still not up to his high standards. Yeah. You know, these guys, you know, which is great. They set themselves high standards. It's about consistency, and we needed that tonight against a good Liverpool team. And we didn't get it, but I'll give him a 6.
Okay, 6, fair enough. Let's go to Sambi Lokonga for you. Let's go into the midfield.
Sambi Lokonga, I mean, you know, I didn't think he was that bad. I heard a lot of people criticising him, you know, not badly, but saying that, you know, this is where you can see what we... I think Sambi Lokonga, if you've got an experienced player next to him...
He does his job.
He does his job. I think he's going to be quality. But what he did a lot tonight is... He's trying not to make a mistake. He's trying to keep it safe. You get the ball, he'll pass it back a lot. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him a bit more progressive. He did it a couple of times. But, you know, he's up against a really good Liverpool midfield, and he's there on his own practically in that position. I think I'll give him a 6 tonight. I didn't think he was the worst player on the pitch.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Let's go to Martin Odegaard for you.
Yeah, probably the best Arsenal player on the pitch today. I think, you know, he was trying to dictate play. He was trying to create things. You know, he looked lively. You know, just, you know, Liverpool played well tonight. But I give him a 7. I think he was the better of the bunch tonight. Yeah,
definitely better than 2 in that defensive midfield area. Let's go to Bukayo Saka today. Yeah. Very quiet today.
Very quiet. I think Liverpool, they've done their homework on him. Last week he had Robertson on toast. A lot of times he had Robertson one-on-one, and they absolutely destroyed him. They knew that. Tonight they came. Like every time he picked the ball up, there'd be 3-4 players on him. They knew what the threat was on, and the same on the other side with Martinelli. They shut down those flanks, right, and that's why he didn't have much joy. And then there was nothing really for him to switch into the middle 4. So quiet for him, 5.
5, okay. Smith Rowe, return him.
Oh, very quiet today. Again, another player like Tomiyasu that I just feel looks to me like he's still not fully up to speed, you know, because he was missing, and you know, again, a player that I love to watch, a player that, you know, under normal circumstances is your vital player in this game, but just a really not a great game for him today. Just couldn't get into it. Was no surprise for me when he substituted. I think I'd have to give him a 4. He was below his high standard as well.
Okay, let's go to Martinelli there, because for me, he was probably one of my standouts. In the first couple of minutes, he was at Trent Alexander. That's where I thought was going to maybe nick something. Martinelli was kind of spurring that on.
Yeah, we didn't get the ball to him enough. We didn't get the ball to him enough. When we got the ball to him, a lot of times it's behind him. He's having to just try and, you know, we didn't get the ball to him enough. He was a threat.
He was.
But again, they done their homework in the second half. They nullified him. You know what I mean? They just got men on him. They got men round him. And so he wasn't able to do his thing. But I loved his work rate. I loved his effort. People would have missed, but a few times he got back and helped out as well, as usual. Quality player, but it weren't his night. I'll probably give him a 6 as well.
6. I thought he was going to give him a 7. I thought he was going to bump up.
Yeah, actually.
He started.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah.
I think I'll give him a 7 because, you know, love the player, man. Love that guy, you know. But I'm kind of with what a guy was saying earlier. We're so reliant on these young players, you know.
It's getting frustrating.
We need some experienced players in this team as well, alongside those brilliant young players.
Yeah, let's go to one of the experienced players aside. Our captain today, Lacazette.
Very unlucky with a free kick. You know, hit the post. Yeah. But after that, very quiet, very, very quiet. You know what I mean? We needed more from Lacazette tonight. Very quiet tonight, and not much of a threat. Very easy for Liverpool to do. He had that one chance in the second half. I think it was a bit of a half chance, because when he went in for it, it's kind of high, and he's got 2 defenders in Van Dijk and rushing in on him at the same time. It's a very difficult chance. Wasn't able to bury it. I'll give him a 6.
A 6. Okay, let's look at the subs that come on. Obviously, Lacazette did come off. We saw Eddie Nketiah come back in, top scorer for Arsenal in this competition, but didn't really offer much.
First thing he did when he come on was be offside. The very first move. I'm like, how can you come on and be offside straight away? But to be in all fairness, he didn't have much time to be able to do anything. So
up against Van Dijk as well.
Yeah. You know, I mean, no time for him to do anything. Really unlucky last week. Hauled off because Xhaka got sent off. 5.
5. Okay, let's go to Thomas Partey. Made a short appearance.
Jeez, man. I'm gonna give him a 2. Yeah.
A 2.
That guy over there just signalled a 2. I'm gonna give him a 2. I'm going to give him a 2 just because...
Got 2 yellow cards?
Give him the respect that he made himself available for the game. Because I don't personally... I was shocked when I saw him on the bench, right? I was watching... A couple of days ago, I was watching the African Cup of Nations. He's playing for Ghana. They got knocked out. They finished bottom of the group. It was a humiliating thing for them, being knocked out by the Comoros, you know, finishing bottom of the group. And he would have been really, really down about that. So I was shocked to see him come in. I was looking on that, I was thinking, would we have asked a player that just got knocked out of the Euros, finished bottom of the group, to come straight in and play a semi-final? I'm not sure. It was wrong to bring him in. I thought that... I know why they did it, because we're so desperate. It was a desperation move to bring him in. But it didn't work, man, and he got himself sent off, and that's another red card for Arsenal. How many more red cards? I'm fed up of seeing our players getting sent off. And they will need... All right, the first one, he looked rusty, you could see, you know what I mean? He didn't look... He hadn't trained and that, you could see it. But you got the first yellow, just... We're losing 2-0. We're in the 90th minute. Just stay out of trouble, man, for the rest of the game. Why go and get yourself sent off?
Is it a disciplinary problem? Is it a disciplinary problem?
Well, you've got to say it has to be, innit? Because how many players do we get sent off? I don't know any other Premier League team that gets so many players sent off as what we do at Arsenal. So the fact that he made himself available and that, I'll give him a 2. Had it not been for that, it would have probably been 0. Yeah, okay. You know? Let's go to the ref. Obviously, gave the 2 yellow cards to Partey. Yeah. How was he today for you? Listen, the ref. I thought the ref was fair. I was always, when their second goal, when it went to VAR, I said to Julian next to me, I go, anytime it's that long, we're in trouble. Yeah. Right? It must be marginal, right? And they're giving the margins now this season to the player. So the ref, 6, 7. He was all right. Yeah. Let's go to Mikel Arteta, the manager for you today. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because you can see why he didn't want to play that game last week, right? He's got a depleted squad. But then on the other hand, you sent Ainsley Maitland-Niles out on loan. You didn't want Aubameyang. These are his decisions. And these decisions, when you're winning, it's great. Everyone looks at it and says, well, but if you're losing, they get called into question. Why did you send Ainsley out on loan?
You could have had Aubameyang today. You could have had Aubameyang on the bench today.
Yeah, why not? Why not sit down and try and see if we haven't got a striker in yet, see if maybe, because I'm sorry, I would rather Aubameyang on the bench than Eddie Nketiah. I think Aubameyang's more likely to score a goal or affect the game. So, listen, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It's margins, but listen, we're out of the FA Cup.
Yep.
We're out of the Carabao Cup. We're not in Europe. I think there's a lot of pressure on Mikel Arteta now to try and get that top 4.
Do you believe,
I really
Robbie? Do you believe we can get top 4? Honestly,
of
right
course,
now.
I think if we, in this January transfer window, go out there and make a couple of good signings, right? I do believe that he should try and, if we don't move Aubameyang on, try and assimilate him back into the team, right? And have a good core of a squad and just have a go on that top 4. We've only got one game a week now, right? But the problem is, and I've been saying this for a few weeks, with Arsenal, we got a great start in 11/12.
Yep.
Then after that, we've seen now, over the past couple of games, when we've seen a Nottingham Forest, we've seen it tonight. The players that come in, they put the right effort in and everything, but they're not the same grade. And if we're, but we've got a chance at the top 4, purely based off the fact that now we only have one game a week to have a go at it. So yes, we can get top 4, but it's between us, Tottenham. That was a great comeback by them. To I was shocked, but right, Man United, and West Ham. Those are any of us 4. And, is who's going to be consistent
enough, yeah.
But we can do it.
Okay.
But Arteta tonight, I'll give him a 6.
6. And then lastly, the fans for you today.
Fans tonight, listen, I could see they were so disappointed after the goal went in. It just drained everything out of us. But listen, we turned out, we did our best. Give the fans an 8 tonight. Well done.
Perfect. Well, thank you. That is it for player ratings. Make sure you hit a like and subscribe. And we'll see you at the next match on Sunday. Peace.